For this season, we'll present 4 wonderful new music concerts. These are popular concerts. I will suggest you get your tickets early. The 4 programs will combine modern masters with young innovators, and you will have an opportunity to not only listen to these evocative music, also have a chance to speak to some of the brightest musical minds of our time.
This is the second season that we'll be in the Kaplan space for our new music series, which is fantastic because it gives us the opportunity to bring a lot more people into the room and to share this music with larger audiences. On the first program, we have 2 large-scale works. One is Heinz Holliger's Romancendras, which is for cello and piano. It's a piece that is built out of the idea of Robert Schumann's romances, which he was writing actually as he was sort of losing it and going crazy at the end of his life. His wife, Clara, took these pieces and threw them into the fire after he died. So this piece is sort of an obsession on those lost works. And then on the second half, we sort of contrast that with a very large-scale work of Karl-Heinz Stockhausen. It's his second Klang. He originally had wanted to write 24 of these, one for each hour of the day. It's subtitled Freude, which is also joy in English, and it's written for 2 harps. They sing, they play, they have to speak. It's really something that has to be witnessed in order to be understood. James Macmillan's Tira is a piece that is built out of the aftermath of a horrible accident on an oil platform from 1988, the Alpha Piper accident. This piece for clarinet and string quartet is a response to that. It's a mournful piece, but it certainly is a very strong response to that disaster. The piece that opens the program is a brand new work by Joan Tower, who was CMS's 2007-2008 season composer. We have no idea what this is going to be like, other than we know that it'll be in the voice of Joan. And then on the second half of the program, it's made up of Thomas Addis's piano quintet. Addis is a major British composer, everything from chamber music to opera. And this piece is all done in one movement. It basically is one giant sonata allegro form, but updated for the 21st century. It's so transformed by his language and by his use of rhythm and melody, etc., that it feels totally and completely contemporary. Brett Dean is the focus of our third program. He is our season composer for this season, so he'll have works not only on this program, but also sprinkled throughout the season. And he'll be performing on 2 of his works in this program. One is for solo viola, it's called Intimate Decisions. And the second piece of his that we'll be doing is called Voices of Angels. I think in his works, you know, the titles do have a strong connection to the works themselves. So in Intimate Decisions, this piece for solo viola is really about him making these decisions on his viola, and it's a very personal piece. It feels very personal. Also on the third program is a new work of Aaron J. Kernis's. This is a clarinet quintet that was written specifically for David Schifrin and the Orion String Quartet, and we're thrilled to have it here. 2013 is the 400th anniversary of the death of Carlo Gesualdo. Gesualdo is a real character in music history. He is a composer who was also a nobleman. He was also a murderer. He was someone who was known for his intense passions, and this comes out very clearly in his music. A lot of contemporary composers especially have gone back to this music to look at it, to see how he treated harmony, and they find resonances in their own styles and their own writing today. So On this program, we're juxtaposing a number of vocal works of Gesualdo with contemporary voices who are reflecting directly on the work of Gesualdo. One of the most direct relationships to Gesualdo is a piece by Bruce Adolph, our very own Bruce Adolph here, a piece called O Divine Tormentor.
I've been involved with the music of Gesualdo for over 30 years. As a student, I was obsessed with the music, and I taught a class in Gesualdo at Juilliard, and then I taught another class in Gesualdo at Yale, and I became more and more involved in composing pieces based on Gesualdo. I knew that Stravinsky had done that, and over the years I learned that I was not alone, that composers of my generation and younger and older have been dealing with Gesualdo, and here we brought it together. The living composers featured on this concert include our seasoned composer, Brett Dean, Wolfgang Riem, David Gomper, and me. Some of the composers for whom Gesualdo is an important personality, a major musician, and a voice that has affected our own way of thinking about how harmony works and what music can be. This concert takes place at the Good Shepherd-Faith Presbyterian Church right around the corner here at Lincoln Center. The acoustics there and the ambiance are perfect for the music of Gesualdo and the music of 4 living composers. All of it needs the resonance not only of that sound of a church, but the resonance of history.